SSA.
You gonna keep going?
DTANNCCE.
Here's our palate cleanser for the day, everybody. Enjoy. Joven doing a safety dance. Hello, everybody, and welcome to OGSoG Podcast Mafia. That's right, it's the only podcast online that mixes podcasting, which is something that everyone does, and Mafia, something that also everyone does. But hey, guess what? When you mash them together, suddenly that's unique. If you're wondering how that works, I'll tell you right now. Guess what? Here's how it works. Basically, we're going to be playing, or rather, we're going to be having a normal discussion. However, one person that is in the discussion is going to be given a series of phrases that they will have to say if they want to kill someone else that is also talking about whatever we're talking about. So, for instance, if I am the killer and Joven's and we're talking about our favorite foods, and I say,
I swear to God, if you kill me in the intro, I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah, well,
hey, you get points for it now.
That's true, yes. Well, I'll get to that in a second. Besides, so Joven's kill phrase is hot dog sucks. So if I say that at any point during the discussion afterwards, it would be revealed that Joven was dead, and then everyone would have to find out if I was the killer or not. There are now points associated with this. This is a Jovenshire joint. He came up with these points, so let's just run down real quick. So guessing the killer, that's going to get you 10 points. Guessing the phrase of the killer is going to be 15 points. So if you guess the killer and the phrase, that's 25 whole points. If you get killed, hey, you get a consolation 5 points. If the ghost is able to guess who killed them, they get 5 points. And if you're able to get away with murder, you'll get a whopping 20 points. I definitely explained this poorly.
Set a reminder to make a scoreboard graphic to explain points.
Yeah.
Why say that in the middle of the
You're
podcast?
just doing that in the middle of our podcast, huh?
Yeah, and I definitely explained it poorly, but that's, oh my God, that's basically how it works. It's a game of Mafia that is mixed in with a podcast. You'll get it as we go.
Alexa, remind me to do my old man back stretches. Every day at 9 a.m., old man back stretches. So
I hope your Alexa heard that and reminded you.
Now,
all right.
I just programmed my Alexa to do that. I forgot I had one in my office.
Well done.
Stupid Amazon Lord of the Rings event where they gave out
It's going to be
Alexas.
so great. The next morning, it's just going to be like, Lasercorn, do your old man back stretches.
Fine.
I mean, that's good advice for all of us. We should all be doing old man back stretches, I think.
Yes, we are.
But before we get into our first topic, we're going to do a little housekeeping, and Joven's going to lead you through that. I'm dumping it on him. Joven, do the housekeeping.
Ooh, time to sweep through the housekeeping. If you're watching this video here on YouTube, sweeping.
Sweeping and cleeping.
If you're watching this video here on YouTube, there are an extended video version of the entire episode over on our Patreon. We have a link down for that below. But if you'd like a free version, you can listen to the full episode on Spotify. So if you listen there,
and Apple Podcasts,
anywhere where you get your podcasts. And
well, not anywhere, just those two places. But we should add more.
So if you want to follow along with this new point score and you find out who's going to win at the end of this episode, you can listen there or watch on Patreon, where we also do extended videos of our other videos that we do here on the channel. So patreon.com/OGSoG. Go check it out.
Yeah. All right. And I think in the spirit of keeping things rolling, we should roll right along into our first topic. And the first topic that I've come up with for us to discuss today is, hey, Superman sucks.
How dare you?
He does.
That's it. That's the whole topic.
He's terrible.
I agree. The discuss. No, not actually.
I have super strength that I can shoot lasers out of my eyes, and I'm invincible to everything. Because he's too powerful, and he's boring.
Is he boring because he's nice?
If he's so powerful,
kill people, and I'm super strong.
Look,
if he's so powerful, then why is him dying one of the greatest comic books of all time?
Oh no, that was awesome because everyone hates him. Yeah, no, I always say my favorite DC character is Doomsday because he beats Superman to death with his bare hands, no kryptonite. Props to Doomsday. Love that guy. They should bring him.
Right. Or let's be real. The best way Superman has ever been defeated was in Justice, when Joker convinced Superman that Lois Lane was Doomsday, and so he punched her. No, he flew her out to space and killed her.
All right.
Or is the best defeat of Superman the fact that he is in a low-level job and he just can't get a promotion? Everybody overlooks his work.
I do like that. Like Bruce Wayne will like dunk on him as a billionaire.
All right.
He's like, "Why are you working at the paper mill?"
So here's the actual discussion. All right, Superman sucks. We all know he sucks, but there have to be lamer superheroes than Superman, right?
I disagree.
So who is the worst superhero of all time? And I'm going to leave this open to interpretation, either the weakest or the lamest or the most boring, whatever. The worst superhero ever.
Okay, I'll say this for my answer.
And maybe let's turn off our cameras so we're not accidentally reading prompts in front of people.
Oh wait, our prompts out?
Prompts are, the kill phrases are out. Someone is the killer. They have been told, so...
They're lurking among us.
All right, my computer's not set up for all this. All right, camera...
I don't know, I see Lasercorn's eyes darting. He hasn't turned his camera off yet.
How is your computer not set up for this?
Well, I have the day off today, so normally I'm working and have everything, like, in a happy place.
Does your day job know you do this yet?
They don't know that we film these on Saturdays. No.
Yeah, only on Saturday. Just Saturday. Okay. Who would like to begin?
I'd like to begin because all right.
Damn. This is what happens when we have no cameras on. We can't see each other flailing around.
Okay, Mario, I'll let you go first, but I want it noted that I have a fundamental disagreement.
Go first. Go first. Maybe this will change our answers.
Okay, so you asked my disagreement is you asked for a superhero lamer than Superman, and I just really do not feel that exists. He is the most plain vanilla, boring, fucking idiotic, overpowered, just dumbest superhero ever to be created. Episode? And it's so infuriating that he sells so many comic books. And I fundamentally disagree that there's lamer superheroes than him. As I said before, the best DC comic book character of all time is Doomsday, only because he beat Superman to death. Well, and his character design's kind of cool. But yeah, I just don't think that there's a lamer character than Superman. However, I am willing to tell you about the second lamest superhero that I think in all existence. And for that, I have picked, and I'm gonna get some hate for this, Miss Marvel.
Controversial.
It is controversial, and I know that, she's great for like Muslim representation and stuff, and I do think that matters, but why'd they have to make her a fanfic writer? I just hate
fanfic and cosplay because you're an old man. Do you know what kids do these days? Do you know what they relate to?
I would rather like she works for UPS or something and she drives around.
She is not for you, sir.
Literally any other profession that you could have other than fanfic writer. The person that wrote
pretty much a fanfic writer yourself. What are you talking about?
What fanfic have I ever written?
Oh, I
defend that accusation.
Sir.
Huh?
I have your website.
What website?
For your fanfic?
My secret fanfic website. I don't write fanfic.
I will agree and disagree with you at the same time because, like, the Miss Marvel show wasn't for me. I think if I was younger in high school, I think I would have enjoyed it a lot more. That being said, I do think that the movie, The Marvels coming out, sounds really exciting just because the predicament the three of them are in.
So I really liked the trailer for Miss Marvels, but I just really liked the editing of the trailer and the choice of Beastie Boys. And just the way it was put together.
And as we know, that is Lasercorn's one karaoke song.
Yeah, I feel like whoever was editing the trailer was kind of in my head there when they put that together. So I'm willing to look past it, but I just wish she had any other profession. I don't like that. I know very little about her like origin stories and stuff, but she just gets her powers from a magic bracelet that was lying around. Just seems kind of like a lame
just from the show.
That's
just from the show.
Guys, we have to understand that Lasercorn has a traumatic history with fanfic because there was the one where we all cleaned up Joven's jizz. So
I caught spit coffee into my eyes.
Jeez. Mario, you're fired. You're off the team.
Housekeeping is the phrase that slays.
But yeah,
okay.
I don't like her.
Moving on.
And
you got your time,
next
sir.
to Superman, she's the worst. Okay, I know. I'm out of time. Go ahead.
It's all right. Yeah, go on. Mari wanted to go next, I think.
Okay, I honestly don't think that Superman is the lamest or the worst. I want to make that clear. I think for the time, they needed Superman. They needed like an all-American hero, and I think that Homelander is a fantastic version of today what we need, which is we're all messed up, and we need
him.
Well,
Wow. Wow.
No,
Hot
not
takes
like-
from Mari.
No, not like
Know
that.
what I'm using for the
In
thumbnail.
Storytelling, because we're so messed up with how much story we are like implemented with every single day, and we're inundated with like messed up stories. We're like, this is the type of Superman that we want now, which is like the messed up version, and
Well,
that just. You know.
See, to your point, yeah, in the 40s, we needed a superhero. But now we believe that all of the superheroes around us are actually just horrible people, and we are slowly finding it out.
We are with the reality that anyone with superpowers that is like a human that is turned into that would probably be an ass. And I think that we can have those real stories and conversations around it. And I think that's why The Boys is amazing. But for the time, everyone needed Superman.
No, they needed a hero. That's fine. You don't have to make him overpowered. You don't have to drain all the tension out of every story by just having him be invincible to everything.
One Punch Man
except
is
one
overpowered.
rock.
Yeah, but it's
that's his
funny that
whole
he's overpowered.
shtick. Yeah,
Yeah.
they're making fun of overpowered characters with One Punch Man.
Well, you know what? They wanted Superman to be number one, and they needed America number one
congratulations.
as their mascot, and they made him really powerful.
Boring
You can't
ass.
take it away.
Well, then
They gave him
who's
all the
more
powers.
lame than him?
Character.
Okay, so we saw him in Suicide Squad. Nathan Fillion was fantastic as him. It's Arm Fall Off Boy, because the name says it all.
Arm
what he
fall off?
does
Oh,
is that his limbs fall off.
What was his name in that?
And then you could use his arm as a blunt weapon. It's incredible.
Does he feel? I wonder if he feels the pain after he pulls his arm off and beats people with it. Does he feel the pain of like the impact of his arm hitting them?
Is
Oh,
it
wait,
the
like the
detachable
detachable
kid?
kid?
Total detachable kid?
Yes.
There it is.
Wait, that's your choice, is the detachable
Yes.
kid?
Yes.
No, I love that character because, dude,
Wait,
there's
did
a
you
scene.
love this character before Suicide Squad?
No, but there's that
There
scene
you
in the
go.
van where they can't quite reach. They can't quite reach the steering wheel.
Useful that he can
And
detach
if,
the limb.
If only the detachable kid had been there.
That's just good
Also,
writing. That's good
Lasercorn's
James Gunn
favorite
writing. So
song
what
is
you're
Detachable
saying,
Penis, just
Lasercorn, what you're saying, Lasercorn, is that James Gunn has the
Penis.
ability to write for a lame character to make him useful in a story. Thus, him taking on Superman will no longer be lame.
Well, but he's lame because he's OP, not because we're curious what his
I don't think
uses
you
are.
could fix Superman.
I mean, you could give him a better weakness.
Can we stop talking about the Boy Scout for a second?
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
favorite thing about Arm Fall Off Boy is allegedly the way that he got his superpower is because he was holding onto anti-gravity metal, like just totally like carelessly, like you're not supposed to be holding it. And then he's like, "Oh no, I'm holding it!" And then his arm fell off, and that became his superpower.
His
Amazing.
superpower or his handicap? He's handicapable.
All right, I'll go next because mine's real quick and we're running out of time. But here's it's short and sweet. I found a hero. Now I'm not a big superhero guy, so I don't have a lot of knowledge to go off of, and I just think that Superman is boring AF. That's where I came up with the prompt. But the answer that I found that I think he's got to be the worst superhero I've ever heard of. Because he even has a logo that lets people know that this is what he does, and yet somehow he's still invited to the fight. It's a hero called Friendly Fire. Now,
This is a
Friendly
real
Fire.
I have to look
Yes,
this up.
this is a real superhero. He's got FF on his head. I read into him. Okay, his power is that he can shoot energy bolts out of his hands, but he only hits his teammates until he dies unceremoniously because, why? He shoots energy bolts and hits himself.
The
Friendly
friendliest of
Fire.
Wow.
fires.
He's got to be the worst hero. I don't think...
On Google, he's described as a large hapless man in a red cowl. The definition for hapless is just unfortunate.
Yeah. Yeah,
Is
he's an
this me as a
unfortunate hero.
superhero?
So I
Are you the bad guy? Shoot.
So not only
It's so funny, like
not only do I disagree with you, Sohinki, I think this is my new favorite superhero. I'm gonna say not only is he not the worst superhero, he is the best superhero I've ever heard of.
I
That's
just think it's
freaking
funny
hilarious.
that they would like the only way that his power could be useful, because like if you look at his, it's not like people don't know. If you look at his uniform, he's got FF on his head. They know he's friendly fire. That's what they call him. So to me, what they should have done is send him undercover to team up with the bad guys.
I was just gonna say, if he was in the
have him
MCU,
join? Dude, there's a whole storyline there. This hero is great. How could you think this guy's the worst hero?
Well, because that's not what he did. He shot a bunch of teammates and then himself by accident.
Wait, you said he shot a bunch of
and
T.
himself? He shot
I thought-
himself too?
I thought you were going somewhere else after you said T. I thought you were gonna be like he shot a bunch of teenagers or something.
No.
Oh my god! I just saw
teammates.
I just saw the pic of him dying.
okay.
Oh my god! Me too.
Yeah, Lasercorn has found his new favorite superhero.
This
This
guy's
is awesome.
great. Yeah.
He goes.
Wait.
He's shooting himself and he
Oh, he
gets
shot himself in the head. He shot his head off.
What is he from? Is this Marvel, DC, Indie?
I don't know.
He's DC.
He's in
this?
what's section
DC.
8? He's in
DC.
section 8.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I answer for time? Can I answer for time?
Yeah, go.
Yeah. Sorry, we're over now.
Okay, well, so Inky in his prompt said we could interpret this answer best we wanted to, and you guys were all wrong with your answers. The lamest superhero is Professor Xavier.
Oh,
Okay.
Jeez.
Okay.
Go on.
Because he's.
Oh
his
my
legs are
god,
long.
dude.
I like that it
That's
took.
messed up.
I like that it
man.
took Sohinki a minute to get there.
Cut that
Oh
shit
my
out.
god.
Jesus Christ.
That's so messed up. But also there might be lamer though. We don't know.
Also, one last thing: Miss Marvel didn't even come up with her own name. She just stole Captain Marvel's name. Lame.
Yeah, but quickly, the answer that I originally wrote down was Booster Gold because he's a character I just learned more about. I'm excited for James Gunn to take this character as well and give him a movie because he's just a person from the 25th century who has access to high tech, like advanced technology, travels back in time, and is considered a superhero because of his technology that he has. So he's literally just a normal guy who knows how to use a cell phone that goes back to like, prehistoric time or something. So
Okay. Yeah, that's a good answer.
All right,
lame
now
as fuck.
before we reveal who died, I just want to say 2 honorable mentions real quick. First of them being Cypher. His ability was just to learn any language, but the artists themselves apparently wanted to kill him off because there was no way to make him interesting, and every time there was a fight, they would just have to draw him hiding behind a tree. That's a good one.
That's a good answer.
And then the other one was Hindsight Lad. Literally has the power of perfect hindsight, but they realized he was useless, so they just sat him at a desk job after a while. That's his whole story arc.
Wait,
Hindsight
there was
Lad.
a real Captain Hindsight? Is what you're
Yes,
telling me?
and his name is Hindsight
Was
Lad.
he invented before or after Captain Hindsight?
I'm assuming it was before, yeah. It looks pretty old.
Those are
All
some-
right,
those are some
anyways,
terrible
Paco, let's reveal who was murdered.
Living, or rather, sitting and dying in a small pool of burning ashes.
After
You
shooting his own head off.
You can see the unmistakable essence of Mari.
Oh, wait, I thought you said Joven died.
No.
No, he just deserved to die.
Oh,
No,
right.
I deserve to die for
I
the
have
Xavier.
an essence about me.
Cameras
I thought
on.
you were literally announcing that Joven had died.
Oh god, no, he just made fun of crippled people.
Oh,
I didn't make
so you're
fun
gonna
of.
say- I thought that was you being like, you guys are out of time. Joven's dead. Okay.
No.
Okay, well,
I'd
Lasercorn's
like
not
to
the killer.
Say, per the new rules, I just scored 5 points. I'm on the board, baby.
Mari's got the first
Yeah.
points of the
Mari
new
has
scoring
the first
system.
points. Let's. I guess I should keep track of that. Here,
Well,
let me.
Paco will keep track of points.
Okay,
Send
okay.
the total scores at the end of the episode to Sohinki. Sohinki will read them off. The answer is Lasercorn. No, wait, no. The answer is Sohinki because Lasercorn thought it was thought I had died, so he was going along with it. I'm not the killer, and so it's Sohinki. But I don't know the
What
phrase
is the
that slays.
phrase though? The thing I do have something written down for Sohinki. It's dies unceremoniously, which seems a little bit
That's pretty on par for that character that he was describing, though.
but is that a phrase Sohinki would use? Dies unceremoniously, Or is that a phrase Paco would put in there?
No, not unless he knew who he was choosing, and I don't think he knew that.
I had some good ones from Mari, but she's dead. In storytelling, and then inundated, which is a word she switched back and corrected. But
I'm like on the fence. I feel like I have metagame information because Lasercorn forgot to turn his camera off, and it looked like he was reading a lot. That's the only thing I have to go on.
I was literally reading my answers to the prompts that I wrote down before.
All right, fair enough. Then I'll buy that. Then my answer is Joven. I don't know. He's coming at me real hard for no reason. I don't actually have anything written for Joven.
I'm hedging my bets on this one. Based on metagame, I think it's so hinky. But the only phrase that I was able to write down was Lasercorn saying "lame as fuck." So if I'm wrong, and it's not so hinky, and it was Lasercorn, it could be a Paco prompt too. But if it is Lasercorn, then I think that might be the. So I'm playing the field right now.
But before we do this, I want a quick rule.
No, you're not.
I want a quick rules clarification. So if I guess the killer, do I also have to guess the phrase that?
No, you get points separate. You know, you get points separately. You get points for guessing the killer, and then you get points for guessing the phrase.
But if I say Joven's the killer, and then I say the phrase that slays was a Sohinki phrase, that doesn't make sense though.
No, that makes sense. You would get a possible 15 points.
I think you have to pin the phrase on the person
I don't. I'm going to keep those separate for this first game.
The phrase on the donkey.
No, because it's just extra points if you happen to get it.
No, keep it separate for this time.
I was
no
curious.
changing rules halfway through.
Now I'm hosting. This is you have to attach the phrase.
I'm trying to balance out the scores.
I don't care about that.
Dodgeball all over again.
Stop. Yeah, I am going to say. I'm going to go with Sohinki just because my instinct on phrase that slays is usually correct, and I do think it is dies unceremoniously. So we're going to try and maximize points here and get the full 25 for killer and phrase.
I think it's Sohinki because of the information I gave where Lasercorn seemed like I was the one that died and was confused that I wasn't dead.
All right. Well, I'm the only one accused. I'll try and defend myself here.
Well, you technically accused Lasercorn, didn't you?
No, I accused you.
Oh.
So, but anyways, I think Joven's looking for an easy way to pin it on someone else, and you're gonna let him get away with murder. I know I said dies unceremoniously, but that's just that I don't. That's just how I talk. But I don't have a good, unless Lasercorn is just playing this really well, and we're about to find out that he got away with it. It's definitely Joven, and you can do with that what you will. But it's 1000% not me, and I'm upset that Joven's getting away with this so easily.
Giving my own rebuttal, if Sohinki's vote did count, I am basing it off of Lasercorn. I don't know. Lasercorn's sketch comedy has gotten really good, so maybe he is just a good actor and was very confused on why I was still alive after Mari was killed. So that is a possibility that just Lasercorn doesn't know how this game works. And it's like, what?
20K on my Shoot for the Moon sketch now.
It's a good sketch. It's a good sketch.
Nice.
So,
but it is a short.
You can't be me because I'm too good at metagaming.
All right. So I'm not changing my vote. We're going for maximum points here.
I'm keeping with Sohinki too.
Cool. As the future ghost, I'm gonna say it was Joven. I don't have a phrase, so I'll just take the points on knowing it was Joven.
Do I guess?
Now the ghost gets to guess.
And a phrase for points.
Oh wait, if I guess it right, I still get 10 points.
You still get
right?
the points if you guess correct.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I wasn't paying attention enough about phrases, so I'm just gonna go same answer as Joven and Lasercorn.
Okay.
Messing up.
That's my
Messing up on those
answer.
points.
I'm gonna be so mad if it's Lasercorn. Unless I get my points.
All right, Paco. Reveal who's the best actor.
The killer this round was, in fact, Lasercorn.
Damn it! I knew I should have gone with my instinct. I knew he was reading the prompts.
Yep. Good instinct. I was reading the prompts, and also, but Joven, to your point, I am not a good actor. I simply didn't look at who kills what. I just looked at the phrases and took the easiest.
I looked at the phrases,
took the easiest one to work in, and I'm like, whoever dies.
So mad. Was it lame as fuck?
No, it was plain vanilla for Superman. He is the most plain vanilla, boring.
Damn it!
Yeah.
What? That flew
0
right
points.
under the radar.
Yeah, because I was
get
ranting
0
about
It's just
points.
it's too descriptive of what Superman is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
GG's, good round.
So we end with Mari has 5 points and Lasercorn has
20
points. All right, kill that guy.
Someone kill that guy.
So glad that you watched this whole video, but also a bigger shout out to the people here on the side that are part of our Patreon. They understand that being part of that Patreon means that OGSoG himself will not devour their souls come Feastober. So if you'd like to save your eternal soul, click that link down below, join our Patreon, and watch extended videos of all of the content we put out here on YouTube.